Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Market Insights with Linux, and welcome to a new video. It's been 2 weeks, but we're back. All right, we're back with daily videos throughout the week, and we're starting off with Tesla. In this video, we're going to do a full update. We'll talk about some news events I think you need to know about, and then we'll talk about the technicals. Right now, technically, Tesla has been incredibly resilient since May, and I expect that to continue. Bit of a spoiler alert, but we'll still talk about that, and we'll talk about some possible moves that we can get within that range. And on the lower time frames, I mean, right now we're pretty close to the top of the range. That's also what we reached at the beginning of August right here, which is around 345 and 350. I think we can actually shoot over that a little bit, but we'll talk about that in a moment. Also some amazing things coming out on Telegram. If you don't know, we have a free Telegram channel in which I try to post daily updates regarding the markets, but also regarding specific stocks as well. And we're opening a chat room this week, all right? So we're really starting a community there of people interested in investing, buying stocks, and actually trying to get better at that, whether it's trading or long-term investing, technical or fundamental. You'll find your place there. So we're opening that later this week. So links will be down in the description. There's nothing in there that's paid. Everything is free, and it's really about building a community and making each other better. So join that if you're interested in that. But for now, let's get right into it. So a couple of things that I wanted to speak about regarding Tesla. My general sentiment on Tesla is still mildly bullish. I think if you go to the 3-day time frame, we've seen some positive development this year, and the stability we've been able to get on top of $290, which, you know, it might not be the case right now, because right now the general equity markets and Tesla is doing quite well fundamentally, and you know it's a tough market for Tesla, especially cars, but obviously Tesla is more than just cars. But still, they've been able to hold that relatively well, and you can even observe some sort of a weekly uptrend right here, or at least a respect to the weekly trend. So I'm mildly bullish on Tesla on the longer term. On the short term, I think it's more likely that we will just remain stable, right? I mean, you can see that we have a value area between 345, like I said, and at the bottom $310. I think it's most likely we will remain stable in there. I think at some point of time a bullish breakout is to be expected, and that's both because of my views on Tesla as a company, but also on because of my views on the general equity markets. But for now, I don't see any reason to get that breakout. I do think because of recent strength in the equity markets, that, you know, potentially after some sort of a retest here on the fair value gap, but after a retest there, I do think we can venture a little bit higher, above 350, maybe into 360, $365. But from there, I do expect a rejection, and I do expect a retrace back into the range, right, where we have the point of control around $320. I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, okay, so the market is open. My apologies. It didn't look like that for a moment, but okay. So those are my thoughts right here on the short term regarding Tesla. Now, fundamentally, like I said, there's nothing that major that I think it's going to break the trend. There's a couple of things going out. They launched the Model YL in China, which I think is quite interesting. It actually seems like a pretty interesting car, but it's most likely not going to affect the price of the Tesla stock too much. We have a US EV tax credit extension, but I think that's already fully priced in. And outside of that, I mean, obviously what matters a lot, and I think that's also one of the key reasons why we have seen quite a lot of momentum kick in since Friday, is general market fundamentals, right? So then we're talking about potential rate cuts in September. That looks quite likely for now. So that is also something to watch and something I'll try keep you updated on. But even with that, a potential rate cut in September, which, like I said, seems likely, I think getting a breakout is quite difficult. But I'll keep you updated on that. That's it for now. So if you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments or in the Telegram group. And consider subscribing if you're interested in more Tesla updates. But that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Take care. Have a great day, and bye.